if you were to deport 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million people, you would cause, especially unauthorized immigrants, you would cause the American construction industry to collapse. There would be very little labor for construction, which would cause the price of building anything in this country, and especially homes, to skyrocket. So not only would this not make a dent on supply, but it would likely cause the price of housing to grow by huge amounts, by leaps and bounds. But the policy thing is almost besides the point, because tell me if this sounds familiar to you. The plan to make America great again, to provide housing for the many citizens who need it, is to go home by home, deport millions of people, and essentially take their homes and provide it for native-born citizens. There's a name for that. It's in German. It's Lebensraum. And when you think of some of the other stuff they've suggested, Trump saying we need a single night of letting the police go wild to deal with everything. We joke that he's talking about the purge, but there's another way you can look at that, the name for it. I'll use the English name here, Night of Broken Glass. You can't tell me that these people aren't calling for what they're calling for.
They are, straight up. Absolutely, without a shred of doubt. That is precisely what the fuck they're doing. In terms of American domestic policy, that is exactly what they're doing. The issue is, why the fuck is it just Jamel Bowie talking about it? Why the fuck is Kamala Harris not talking about it? Why the fuck is the Democratic Party not talking about it? Well, I'll tell you why. The reason why the Democrats are not talking about it in these terms is because they are also now in the tank for a lighter version of it. And I am very frustrated by this reality that I am watching unfold in front of my eyes. I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit, because even if this was to be successful politics, which it is not, it's not successful to lean on the right wing sentiments. You're not going to actually convince voters to vote for you, because if they are anti-immigrant voters, they are voting for a party that has captured that market completely. It's called the Republican Party. All you are doing in that circumstance is basically prime your voters into also believing that there is a major problem when there isn't one. All you're doing is feeding your own fucking base of support an unimaginable amount of ammunition to maybe even turn to the other party. That's why it is very frustrating when I see liberals in this community advocate for why the Democrats are doing this and why it's successful campaign strategy. Most people are not independent thinkers, even if they fancy themselves to be independent thinkers. They just basically repeat what television man tells them. The broadest majority of the population don't even give a fuck, but the ones who do care, the ones who are supposedly the educated, high propensity voters, those people are being fed this propaganda. Those people adopt these positions by watching television man tell them these positions. For the criticism that people just adopt what the TV man tells them, aren't we doing the same thing with you? Yeah, but my opinions are correct. But also beyond that, I also urge you always to go and seek out the truth on your own. I provide additional evidence about where my beliefs come from. Even if I personally pull data from the top of my mind, my editors literally put the information of where I'm getting this info from on the edited YouTube videos on my YouTube page. That's the difference. And I still ultimately urge you to go and seek out the truth on your own.